Hello guys, how's it going? Yeah, forgive the light shine here. But, a lot of you guys may notice, hey, we're past the first day of summer. We're in summer already, and yeah, it's fucking hot. Which is why we are under this fucking ceiling fan. And, yeah, you should feel the sounds of the ceiling fan blowing through you. Not to pass off an ASMR vibe and all that. Say you want to get yourself into the VR craze. You want to do some VR stuff. Or basically you want to get in there, but paying for an Oculus Rift or a PlayStation VR seems too much. Or an HTC Vive is too much also. So, what is the idea for this? You have your cell phone, right? Well, there's this wonderful thing called a Google Cardboard headset. So that's the most affordable thing. Or if you have a Samsung Galaxy phone, you would get yourself a Gear VR, which I will get up in a minute. Give me a minute. So, what is the difference between these two? Actually, what do these two things have in common? It's for your mobile phone, and it's under the class of Mobile VR. Mobile VR. What is Mobile VR? Mobile VR is VR for your mobile phone. Basically, all you need is your smartphone, and pretty much you get a hold of either one of these Google Cardboard headsets, or if you have a Samsung Galaxy smartphone, these Gear VRs. So, yes, they incorporate your smartphone. But, however, we gotta get to what makes the difference between Google Cardboard and Gear VR. The Gear VR is basically mobile VR made, like, I guess you could say first class for the Samsung Galaxy smartphones. This was made by Samsung in collaboration with Oculus, which you guys know for the Oculus Rift. So you get this plate case cover, and you get your Samsung Galaxy phone, and then you slide that into that little mini connector, and then you go ahead, you actually lift that first, then you slip that in there, and then you put them on, and you get immersed into the VR experience. You download whatever fucking update you need to do. You need to take the thing off the headset, and then freaking go through there, and then put it in there, whatever. But however, it is a premium VR experience for it's made first class for Samsung Galaxy smartphones. Well, actually, the thing that said you need a Samsung Galaxy S6, but however, due to the upgraded model, the upgraded versions of the Samsung Gear VR, and of course the upgraded versions of the phone, there's going to be some situations that's been going on. But however, it's best off if you get a hold of a Samsung Galaxy S8, or if you have like a Galaxy S6, you probably might want to upgrade your ass to S8 or an S7 in the event. Okay, because sooner or later, I think what's going to happen here is that there's going to be updates to the Gear VR and the Gear VR service to where the S6 is going to be entirely fucking useless for the Gear VR. Actually, go with S8 to be on the safe side. Because there's been situations that have been occurring for some people. There's been complaints about the Gear VR overheating the phone, thus giving you this error message, hey, you need to take the headset off, and you need to put the thing, let it cool. You have to let it fucking cool, because it's like overheated to the point where it needs to fucking cool off. And apparently, due to these overheating error messages, and due to this overheating issues, it begins to affect performance in a very bad light. Another sad situation for Gear VR is that Gear VR is basically just exclusive to Samsung Galaxy phones, meaning you need to have a Samsung Galaxy smartphone to play with the Gear VR. And this is due to the partnership between Samsung and Oculus for that situation. However, that doesn't hide the fact that the VR headset itself can be pricey as hell. I mean, it started off $100 fucking bucks, and really, shit. And unfortunately, another sad thing for people with smartphone cases, you're gonna have to take your phone off of its case. If it's going to make you look nervous, then that's pretty bad. However, this is a very, very common flaw amongst all of mobile VR. Due to the overheating issues, third-party accessory makers have decided to come out with a cooling fan case for the Samsung Gear VR, which you can put on top of the phone while it's plugged into the headset. And as you turn that off, the fan would then go and cool off the phone, and it would pretty much decrease the risks of overheating. And then we like to check on over to the affordable, most convenient method of them all. If you don't have a Samsung Galaxy smartphone, but you have a smartphone, well, any smartphone that's Android or iOS, you just hit up Google Cardboard and bada bing, VR experiences on the go. And of course, yes, it's more affordable, and of course Google Cardboard is basically based around affordability and also customability, and also the idea of people making their own VR headsets. So due to this, not only are Google Cardboard based headsets affordable, but the designs end up varying. Which, however, at times you can see them being very pricey. Well, however, at times you can find them affordable, like $20 cheaper. Or shall I get that ViewMaster VR? The models vary, okay? And it's all about everybody making their own VR headset. So, basically, you either get an already variant, or pretty much it's either you make your own headset, get the materials to make your own Google Cardboard VR headset, order up the Google Cardboard kit, or you could get yourself one of these variants, which is basically the ViewMaster VR, which is made for Google Cardboard, and of course the ViewMaster VR, and of course there is the IM Cardboard VR headsets, which is basically something you kind of fit in your pocket. However, there's very common flaws with these. Okay, a lot of people can complain about, well, you gotta have, if you want high quality VR, and yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say this straight up. If you want the higher quality, make sure you have good connection. Well, I shouldn't be talking about this at this time. I should really put this till later in the video, so let's go ahead and put this till later in the video. Alright, so there's another, however, a common disadvantage here is that there is no head strap. And also, there is no head strap. So, yeah, you're basically having to hold them up with your hand, just like that, or if you're very likely to do that, you just get that hand strap, you just sit around here. There's no head strap, okay? You just have to hold your thing up, or, well, it's kind of hard to multitask. But when you have a head strap, you can totally play with a game joypad, and you can totally play things with that. So, it's a bad idea to ditch the head strap in terms of mobile VR experiences. Okay, so... And however, it is cheaper, it is affordable. But however, the most common thing, and like the Gear VR, there's going to be some models to where you're going to have to take the phone off of the case in order to fit in. But if you want to keep the phone on the case, then things like this will be here, even though it is kind of tough of a stretcher. Basically, there's people that have their phones in cases, alright? But however, at the same time, I think this is where pretty much ideas for the smartphone case starts to get, I don't know what's going on, but I think this might be a highly suspect to it. I'm not saying it is, but it is a high suspect to it. But there is this occasion to where people are like, hey, your smartphone doesn't need a case. Oh, why would you put your phone in a case? Why are you putting a case on your smartphone? And basically, I think that could be the suspect of why there's smartphone cases not being kept in mind when it comes to VR headsets being made. So, that is some sort of weird thing. Fortunately, The reason why people are sitting around here and saying, oh, why would you put your smartphone in a case? Don't put your smartphone in a case. Are you stupid? Don't put your smartphone in a case. I mean, I gotta pay attention into the perspectives. I think I gotta figure out why. So as soon as I delve into and figure out why, mobile VR. Now, when it comes to mobile VR overall, it's basically, well, affordable VR, but easy access VR. All you just need is your smartphone, and you're having fun with it. Okay. See? It's convenient, alright? But, however, when it comes to mobile VR, there's downsides to that. While, yes, mobile VR is the easiest way to access YouTube videos in VR, and good thing I saved it till now, is that when it comes to VR videos, you have to make sure your connection is good. You have to make sure you get your 3 bars strong, because otherwise you're going to have to wait for the video to fully buffer. And even though the video ends up buffering quick due to how, due to how weak the signal or the connection can get, you're not going to get a gooder quality VR, alright? And of course, when you want to watch YouTube videos in VR, however, otherwise, Google Cardboard related apps, yeah, you can see some Google Cardboard. However, a very common thing amongst all Google Cardboard apps and games is that, A, if you got a model without the head strap, it's gonna suck, because you're gonna have to hold on the headset while you're holding on the joystick, or whatever, switching hands. Or unless you get one with a head strap, you can sit around here and play this one. Whatever. You get their thing with the... It just looks awkward as hell. Am I right? And another thing to know is that due to the fact that this thing utilizes your smartphone in terms of its specs is not going to be as good as your gaming PC or the PS4. Alright, so you're going to get access to very, very low budget, or you're not going to get the richest graphics that the Oculus Rift and HTC Vive has to offer, or even the PlayStation VR has to offer. And it's basically budget VR, but also at the same time VR on the go. It's budget VR, and it's VR on the go. Like I said, you can call, well, mobile VR as pretty much the 3rd place in terms of VR technology. But, however, as history started out, it began with the Oculus Rift, PC gaming VR, next thing you know, mobile VR, and then console VR with the PlayStation VR coming out last year. But, however, if you were to get in, if you want to put in a bronze, silver, gold perspective regarding the history, you want to say which one's the most powerful. Let's say gold medal is PC gaming VR, silver medal is console VR, and pretty much bronze medal is basically mobile VR. But however, just because, well, mobile VR is budget VR, doesn't mean there's been known for some, well, interesting apps, well, quality apps. There's still going to be quality apps, but not as quality as console gaming VR or PC gaming VR, but you're going to see that. But however, there's going to be like a Google Cardboard-based VR ReZero game where you get to interact with either Emilio or Rem. And also, another thing to note is that people are, let's just say more and more people are getting a hold of VR as mobile VR exists, and console gaming VR exists, and pretty much PC gaming VR exists. People are getting a hold, people are jumping into VR, and they're making things left and right, so keep that in mind, and next thing you know, whatever goes on in the future will surprise us. Anyway, that's all I gotta have to say for mobile VR. I cannot wait to get my shit into fucking console gaming VR, and sooner or later we can complete this VR series on this lovely YouTube channel. Basically, as soon as it gets completed, there's going to be more videos about VR. If you're starting to love the VR content, that's a good thing for you. Anyway, that's all. I'll be looking forward to you in the next video. Now, if you excuse me, I already got my daily login bonus for Girlfriend Beta. Now all I gotta do is get my login bonuses over at Nutaku.